Yo. What up, man? I'm gonna start the live show early because I think I'm gonna be pretty busy on Sunday, so we're gonna build a watch list today and see what we can find. We're gonna build a watch list today and see what we can find. All right. You guys know you're the most accurate live stream on TikTok, anyways. Overall, I mean, nothing but good stuff. FedEx. Do spy, hey man, we gonna look at all that, but first we at least gotta get the live stream up to 2K likes. You know, I know you guys got some Saturday plans. I know you want to do stuff on this young Saturday night. All right, but we gotta run the likes up, and I'll have you guys out of here soon. You know, it's gonna build a watch list. You gotta realize though, right now is where you really want to lock in on a lot of these stocks. Like, you really want to make sure you're locked in. Because it's the time you can make, man, it's the easiest money you can make right now. I'm not even kidding. I'm actually very excited to do this live stream. But let's get it at least up to 2K likes. And then we'll run down. I got 1000% banger. Yes. You guys know the 1000% bangers I give you, they hit. Like, I think I'm like 5 for 5. Every single time I've said that to you guys, it's hit. It's hit. And I got another one for you. Another one. What a Juan mascot. I got another one. Another one. Okay? A lot of you guys think the run is over, man. A lot of you guys think we're topped out. And I'm going to show you guys why that doesn't make any sense. You know, you can believe what you want to believe. Don't really matter to me. We're going to make our money regardless. That's just a fact. FUTU. I do want to look at FUTU. Say it, Wom. Tesla to 378, man. Like I said, Tesla isn't anything that I mess with. But it is in the perfect buying area. Like, this is exactly where. Like, this is exactly where it should bounce. Like, this is the 177. Like, if we don't bounce here, it's going like 150, 160. So, right to next week is where you actually want to pay a lot of attention to Tesla. But we'll look at it. We'll look at it. This is where I like to buy Tesla for long term, to be honest. Am I gonna? You boys on Discord, yes. You gonna get some Tesla? I don't know. All right, we got the 2K likes. I don't plan on keeping you guys up for too long tonight. I just want to go live and build a watch list and you know, do the Sunday live stream. But today, you know what I'm saying? Today, we're gonna do it today because tomorrow I might be busy. And I think I want to move it to Saturday anyways. Yeah. So, anyways, I know you guys have seen the rally going crazy. I know you guys have seen the accuracy. And don't get it confused at all. We will continue to go up, okay? The rally's not over at all. I actually saw something that's very interesting. Let me turn on the music. Hold on. INTC. All right. So, you guys see the rally that we've been having. Let me delete all this for you. You guys see the rally that we've been having, right? The reason this will continue to go upwards and probably, man, it hasn't even reached the price target yet. It hasn't even reached the price target yet. And the juiciest part hasn't even got started. Now, we do have FOMC next week on Wednesday, and I think that should play a huge part as well. That's kind of why I want to go early today, too, because we have FOMC. Like, there's not, you know, but we already know what's going to happen. We already know what's going to happen. Rather it's bearish, rather it's bullish. The market will continue to go up. Now, I hope we get a dump. I hope we get some sort of dip so we can rebuy. But will that happen? Who knows? So we have the measure move. We have the measure move all the way up to 446. Okay. That to be honest, that's being conservative. We're at least getting the 446 on the Qs. That's being conservative, okay? But what I really think is interesting is some of you guys remember this leg right here, this consolidation that you have from January until March. It was only really like a month and a half. You guys see the January 30th was where this really started consolidating inside of this flag. I told you it was going to get to 350. It got to 350. It took it up until March 13th to really bottom out though, okay? So how, like, this leg was huge. The leg that we had from from March until July was 5 months. No, 4 months. It was a 4-month rally from a month and a half consolidation. And it went up 35%. It went up 35%, and it lasted 126 days from the leg, this whole leg. So just putting it in perspective, a lot of you guys think this leg is crazy. This leg hasn't even got started. Man, it hasn't even got started. It hasn't even gotten started. The only thing that could jumpstart this is if we go absolutely crazy, which I think is more probable because I don't think the leg is gonna last, this entire year. I do think we end up having some sort of huge downfall. The only two scenarios that I can think is gonna happen is that we go up stupid, like a crazy amount, because that'll end up taking us. Let me show you. This took 126 days. This is a 3-month consolidation period from July until October. Okay, July 17th, right here, until October 30th, where you see the bottom of the flag right here. Okay, this is a 3-month consolidation period. That's actually crazy. Now, I want to delete all this, but remember this is 126 days, and then it was a 35% rally. Let me just delete this one. Okay, this one went up 35%, only month consolidation. You take this one right here. It's only been 84 days. It's only been 84 days. I just showed you a rally that went 126 days from a month of consolidation. This is only 84 days. Let's see how much it went up from this 3-month long consolidation, which is crazy. It's only up 25%. It's only up 25%. This leg that you have right here was 35%. And this leg right here is actually more crazy because not a lot of people even knew we're bearish. Not a lot of people even knew we're bullish. Now what do you think is going to happen now that a lot of people know we're bullish? A lot of money's on the sidelines waiting to get in. Man. So this rally went up 25%. Even if you want to be conservative, you could say that we're going to go up 35%, which is just this last leg that we have right here, okay? So even if it goes up 35%, which on average, you got Qs at 463. You got the Qs at 463, okay? Now, to me, sure, you can hop on the Qs, and this is like more high probable money that you can be messing with, like low risk, low reward. You can mess with the Qs. But what I actually want to talk about, and what I think is gonna go absolutely even more crazy than the Qs, and most of these, like you see, Amazon obviously is one, Apple, is crypto. It's these crypto stocks, these Maras, man. Bitcoin, you might mess with coin, man. I don't think y'all ready for that. And I think that's where the money is actually. All I know is, man, we were very excited about the Qs down here when I said it was 350, and we were focused on big caps and everything like that. We rallied up crazy. We still focused on big. Made a whole lot of money on all the stocks, Airbnbs and the Maras and the Microsofts and the on the Twilios and the IWMs and the TNAs. But the real money's about to be made on these Bitcoin type stocks, okay? And by Bitcoin type stocks, I mean BTBT, right? I mean the Maras, I mean the CLSKs. And if you're in the Discord, you're already well positioned into a lot of these things. Now, all you got to do, literally, if you're in the Discord, literally all you got to do now, if you're in these, is just be patient. Maybe mess with, maybe day trade a little bit, play around, but you just got to be patient and in these positions, because these are set to go absolutely crazy, okay? You literally have Bitcoin. You look at the weekly, it's retesting. There's nothing bearish about this. All right? Market is going up because politicians, not because you knew anything. That makes no sense, man. You obviously not making no money. And it's sad. Bro. Please make some money so you can stop hating. Please, man. But anyways, I do want to look at some individual stocks, and then we'll look at, I told you guys, BTBT, these crypto stocks, I think look absolutely amazing, okay? They all look absolutely amazing. I think you should be checking out those for sure. For sure. MSTR, first of all, if you're in the Discord, you already know MSTR is one that you should absolutely be buying right here. There's no point in not buying something like this when you know it's going to go up. Okay? It literally, let me show you something. First of all, let me just zoom out. Nothing bearish about this, and every single time it gives you a nice little dip like it gave you back in September and October, it went from 466 all the way down to 300. Guess what it did when it went to 300? It almost tripled. It went to 718. So when you look at this dip right here, you got to be confident enough. You got to have enough courage to be buying these dips, because this is the easiest money that you can make. I'm trying to tell you guys right now. I don't want you guys to miss out on this, man. I don't want you guys to miss out on this, but this, even like TA wise, we can sit here and draw, like, this is definitely in the fibs. It's sitting in a buy area, like, and that's why in the Discord you saw that we bought more MSTR. That's why in the Discord you see that we said we're buying MSTR right here, because why? We know Bitcoin's gonna end up going to over 100K. We know, like, this is actually crazy what's about to transpire. And something that we've been new since last year, this exact same time. This is sitting in a humongous, man, a humongous cup and handle. Okay? And we can sit here and draw that. Man, I'm so excited. And I know there's so much more money to be made. Especially if you've been missing out. Like, a lot of you guys have been missing out on some of the money that has been made from last January to this January. But guess what? There's still a lot more to be made. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to actually front run people, if you want to be early on something, now obviously you can ride the easy stuff, you know, the Googles and the Amazons. You're obviously going to make money with that type of stuff, okay? But if you want to get like the 1,000%, like the 500%, you would mess with what I'm showing you right here. And that's why I'm spending so much time at the beginning of this live stream to show you. So when it does happen, we can come back and be like, hey, yo, you made me, bro, you made me so much money, bro. Dude, how'd you know? Dude. Because guess what's going to happen after? Guess what's going to happen after? It's going to be very bearish after this, man. No one is making 1,000% on Bitcoin anymore. Open your ears, man. Nobody said Bitcoin. I said Bitcoin crypto mining stocks, BTBT. And with options, you can easily get 1,000% on something. If you get, man, if you mess with CLSK, I'm not going to guarantee, man, but I'm going to say 85% chance you're going to make money if you buy enough time and you're patient enough. That's the only two factors that you have to have. I can't help stupid. If you want to sit here and buy next week calls and try to do that, I can't help you. But if you actually want to make some, you actually want to make some money, you would buy 6 months out, 7 months out. You would just be patient. But if we look at something like CLSK, I mean, we can just look at the resistance that it's had. And knowing that Bitcoin isn't done, you can sit here and be like, this rejected right here. This rejected right here. And it rejected it again today. I mean, a couple weeks ago. So what you want to do on this reject is you want to reload on this reject. You want to buy some right here. Because knowing that when this actually does break out from this $12 mark, I mean, we can look at what it has done the previous time. I mean, pretty much every time. It went from $12 to $42 in like 3 weeks. And I'm telling you right now, I think, and I'm not going to say it's 100%, but I think that's something that is going to be done. Because what usually happens when markets go to all-time highs, like the Qs, like SPY, like Microsoft, like the Apples that you see right now, profit gets taken, and they put it into, what do they put it into? In their bank account? Come on, man. Come on, man. Use your brain, man. Not yet. Not in the bank account yet. Not yet. And when you see Nvidia going up 300 billion in one day, and CLSK being a $1 billion, look, if this 10x's and goes to 10 billion, it's sitting at $80. It's sitting at $80, and right now you can probably buy some. We already did. You can buy some 6-month out CLSK costs $15 for like $100 right now. So if you let's just theoretically, if you want to know the exact positions that we're in, you got to be inside the Discord. Okay, I literally post all my positions on there. You see how much I make on a daily basis. But if you want to see CLSK, let's just say you buy $100 of the $15. That's $15 strike. 6 months out, they're $100 each. You buy 10 of them, you spend $1,000. All right, that's a good investment. But you spend that on food. You spend it on Chipotle and burgers and new shoes. I mean, why not put $1,000 and see what can happen in 6 months? I mean, you basically throw away. You basically will have thrown away $1,000 in 6 months anyways on BS, right? Right or wrong, you probably would have thrown away $1,000 on BS in 6 months. So why not sacrifice something? Let's say you sacrifice. I don't know what you want to sacrifice, man. But you've thrown away. You're gonna end up throwing away $1,000 on something that is gonna return you $0. You're gonna do $1,000 into $0. Why not put it on in something like CLSK? And I'm trying to put you on. I just said this could potentially go to. Look, it went to $40. The last Bitcoin run where Bitcoin went to 6K, this went to $40. Now Bitcoin, we think is gonna get to 100K. Where do you think this is gonna go? You buy 10 of those at $15, and this goes to $40. Just being conservative. Look, man, that's like 25 grand. It's like 25 grand. Now I do want to see how long this took when this actually broke out. Now when this broke out the last time, like you see right here. When this broke out right here, December 20th, okay. This is where it broke out from that $12 thing. How long did it take? It went from $12, December 7th, to $40 in 28 days. This is what I'm telling you. We don't know when. We don't know when it's going to happen. So the best thing that you could do right now is buy time, not try to time stuff, and just be patient. Because it'll just happen unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. Look, man. Look. You don't have to. The good thing about it, you don't even have to know English to be able to hop into some of this stuff. Okay, you just hop in and you just got to know some letters. But anyways, I want to move on. I'm done talking about what I'm most excited about. These next 2, 3, 4 months. Let's just move on. Let's just move on, man. But I'm telling you. All right, let's look at Hershey. Let's look at Hershey. Okay, so another sector that is very, very interesting, and you can even look at the monthly on some of this stuff. Like Hershey looks great on a monthly time frame, so that tells you it's probably a good swing trade as well. And you can even zoom out, right? You can zoom out and see what Hershey usually does when it has these big old dips. It goes to all-time highs every single time. So, and yes, every single time. I can say for 100% certainty, every single time this has a big dip, it goes back to all-time highs. Now, isn't that something that's actually crazy? Isn't that something where you would want to put your money? With 100% certainty, this goes back to all-time highs. Every single time it has a big dip. And what does it give you right now? A huge dip. It's giving you a humongous dip. Now, on a monthly time frame, this looks amazing. It doesn't seem like it wants to close below 184. So, great risk to reward in general, because you could be like, okay, if this closes below 184 on a monthly time frame, I'll just get out, because it hasn't done that since. It hasn't done that. I mean, I'd have to scroll back 2 years. So this 185 level, this 184 level is very, 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 very important. And it's right now it just closes above it. So that's something where you can put on your radar and be like, okay, I'm gonna just get out if it goes below 184. So that's what I'm looking at on a bigger time frame. Now on a smaller time frame, I would have went and gotten in right here when it has this doji weekly reversal candle. Now that you're looking at it up here, it's a bit more risky because it's rejected here for the past, look, man, for a while. So in order for this to actually be ready to blast off, it needs to start weekly closing above where you see all these weekly rejections, which is around 193, right? And then if we go to the daily, so now that we have this zone, now if you go to the daily, I mean, it's just consolidating right here for an entire month. So if you're, this is one, and now it does have earnings, which I think is an important thing as well. It does have earnings, which is February 8th, not next week, but the week after that. And you have FOMC coming up, which you know, either blast off stocks or dump stocks. So those are two important factors if you're looking to swing trade something like Hershey. But if I'm looking at it, I would take the risk on it, just because I know the market is insanely bullish. And I actually want to look at some other consumer durables. You got Nike, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, etc. So all these stocks look like they're potentially ready for reversal. Like especially something like Nike, which is huge. I'll actually like Nike look way better than me, and we'll get back on Nike. But not look at that on a daily. Hold on, man. On a week, man. Hold on, man. Yes. Anyways, back to Hershey. My bad. Hershey looks good. There's nothing wrong with Hershey. But like I said, you definitely got to make sure it closes above 193, and you know it's consolidating a whole lot. Is this something that I personally would get into if I was buying like 5 months out, maybe? But other than that, there's nothing that's telling me like this is super good. You know. Anyways, move on. It's not insanely bullish anymore. We're still in a bull market, but the on Tesla and Intel ain't great. I'm trying to tell you right now, who cares? Who cares? And Tesla right now is actually sitting in a spot where, look, if it doesn't bounce right here, it's going to 150. So it's good risk to reward in general. But if you look at Amazon, look, man, this is why you guys need to tune in to WOM. Like, whenever we have the Saturday, Sunday live stream, you need to just tune in, because these are things that we talk about and have posted videos about, and that we've been knowing since it had its dip on earnings right here, since down here. This is something that we've always been saying is the most undervalued stock in the FANG right now. Facebook, Amazon, dang, what's the other A? I think it's Alphabet. Yeah, Google, or Netflix, Google. What's the other A? Apple, my bad. Yeah, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. So you already know this is going to all-time highs. Like, nothing has changed from when we talk about it every single week. You know this is going to all-time highs. You know it. The only way that you can mess up something like Amazon is if you don't buy enough time on some of these contracts. I don't even care about what's going to happen next week. I really don't. And to be honest, if you're looking for some free money, you would just wait for a dip on something like Amazon, which we were trying to tell you about it when it had this inverse head and shoulders way down here. This is when it was at 152, and we told you it's in this inverse head. That's why you see these red lines, and it went up to 160, and now that's at 160, you best believe it's going to continue to just march upwards, and you just got to buy time on it, buy equity, but not interested. It's gone. What were you doing when it dipped at 144? What were you doing down here? Now it's way up here, you know? Anyways. Let's move on. Do you post these lives on YouTube? Yes. Just so you guys know, like, we've been bullish for a long time, man. We've been making money for a long time. We've been making money for a long time. Just facts. Like, we can scroll back. Look. Stock market squeeze. This was 10 months ago. Pullback almost complete as SPY and Qs look ready for their next leg. Look, man, we could go, look. 10 months ago, stock market squeeze, preparing for SPY 500. Now, I could have ended up being an idiot, Or I could have ended up making a whole lot of money, and it just so happened to be the latter. But squeeze is starting. Big price target. This is like, if I want you guys to go back to these videos and look at some of these videos and be like, yo, what the heck? He was saying Amazon 200. Bull run is here. SPY 500 coming. So yeah, I post all these on YouTube. But anyway, let's move on. FUTU. Let's look at FUTU. Okay, so you guys know what happened with China. They got the stimulus package, whatever they got the stimmy. Okay? They got stimulated. So now it's in a very tricky situation because, you know, will it go up? Will it go down? No clue. No clue. And I personally don't like mess. And actually, it got back above 16K, which is very good for it. And even bounced at this level. You know, me personally, I wouldn't short something that got stimulus, and they're saying no, you can't even short China and stuff like that. So to me, it's better to be long on some of these things. So I don't even want to look at TA too much on it. I would just tell you, I would just buy some long-term calls on it, man. FUTU is at a great level as well. This is where, like, you can even sit here and be like, this is where I would stop out at if it starts trading below $44, because this is where you have that bounce level right here, and then it rejected over here and it fell all the way down, and then it got back above and blasted off. So this is a bounce level regardless, and this is somewhere where I like Baidu a lot more, but FUTU is one that, you know, looks decent as well. So I like China stocks. There's no way I'd be short on something where you can't short it in China, and they're getting stimulus. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I try to short something like that. So I like it. I like it. But China is tricky, as you know. And I think there's easier money to be made somewhere else. But I like it. SoFi. Amazon. We already looked at Amazon. Put in the comments what stocks we're looking at, y'all. Put in the comments what stocks we're looking at. Thoughts on PFE? Adobe to 700, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Adobe's been taking off too. I'm trying to find these stocks. Look, man. I'm trying to find stock. Yes, Adobe's going to 700, by the way. Yes. Yes, it's going to all-time highs. Look, when a stock looks like this, and it's a big stock, like a billion, 200 billion, like this is a huge company. These are stocks that are going to continue to push the Qs up higher. Like some stocks have to, if we have a price target on the Qs to 450, stocks have to push it up. And what better stock than Adobe? Let's look at Tesla. Somebody said SMCI. I think that's what you meant. Somebody said DWAC. I'm telling you right now, Tesla's at a very important level. Okay, a dump here would send this down at like $90, and there's actually a lot of news surrounding Tesla because, you know, a lot of people think Elon wants to buy Tesla at a lower price just so he can have 50% of control, whatever it may be. Tesla is something that I've been telling you guys I would stay away from. There's no point in messing with Tesla. If you're bullish, anyways, I'm bullish. So I don't really like looking at the short side too much. But if we're looking at Tesla right here, I don't want to draw any TA, except that you have to know that right here is the bounce level. This is where Tesla should bounce. If it doesn't, it's heading down to 150. Look, this may head down to $90, man. We don't know. We don't know. But this is where risk to reward, I would take the risk to reward here. I would look to get some Tesla calls. And then if I'm wrong, I would just stop out below 175, 177, okay? That's it. That's what I would do. And Tesla's definitely going to all-time highs. Don't get anything confused. It's definitely going to all-time highs. Tesla's 150, like, let me stop. Let me stop. Tesla's going to all-time highs, but I also tell you that it's something that I personally wouldn't mess with. Why? Because I was telling you the same thing. Tesla was sitting here chopping with a bunch of eyes on it. When stocks have a bunch of eyes on it like Tesla did, where people were saying it's not a matter of when. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when is Tesla gonna go crazy. I think Tesla's going at 270 this week. Tesla just is one of those stocks that has a lot of people's eyes on it to where it's not gonna pay a lot of people like that. If that makes sense. So, me personally, I'll pass. I'm gonna wait for a big pullback. Yeah, Tesla isn't even something that I would sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm about to grab some Tesla. And the earnings weren't terrible, weren't bad. Anyways, let's move on. SPY puts the right move. Let's look at the fear and greed index really quick. Okay, I always tell you guys, don't pay attention to what's happening when it's in greed or extreme greed, because just like look at this. From a year ago, we've been in greed, extreme greed. This doesn't really matter. It's gonna teeter between greed and extreme greed. Just like in 2022, some of you guys remember this teeter between extreme fear and fear. Like it was just sitting there for a year. So don't pay too much attention to this. Pay more attention to the put and call options right here. Okay. The put and call options. We had a huge spike up and then a huge spike down, and that's at 0.73. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see. FOMC next week, right? That's going to be a very important indicator. And also, I want to check out the dollar. And the dollar in a rejection area, okay? Now, when the dollar pushes above 104, the market will most likely fall. But right now, the dollar is sitting in a rejection area. I have to see a breakout before I would say puts or anything like that. But even if there's a put opportunity, which you look at the weekly or the daily on something like the Qs, and this looks like it's ready to, possibly retrace back down to 417 or something. I don't know. But even if it does, and to be honest, this is a reversal candle on the weekly. So if we're just talking, you guys know me, man. I like talking about stuff that's going to happen in 2, 3, 4 months. I don't care what's going to happen next week. Why do I care what's going to happen next week if I know in 2 to 3 months, 2, 3, 4 months, that the market's going to be higher than it is right now? Why the heck do I care? Now, of course, you guys like day trading, which is the riskiest form, which is the riskiest thing you could ever do. But you could definitely make some money day trading. We've been doing it all week, right? You guys saw what we did with Twilio. You guys saw what we did with OKTA. So if I had to give a prediction for what's going to happen next week, maybe FOMC dumps us. All right, we got the reversal candle right here. Daily looks like it's curling down, etc. And we've seen this curl down a decent amount of time. You see it right here. You see it right here. Every single time we had some form of dump, it started with these 3 candles. All right, but who cares? Who cares? If it dips, cool. We'll get some more. We'll buy some more. We're gonna find discounts, and I actually like when we did more because that gives us easier opportunities. All right. We are at all-time highs on SPY and NASDAQ, but why is the Russell and the majority of stocks aren't? That's not a new thing by any means. Money needs to rotate. Money hasn't rotated because why? They want the easy money first. I mean, and to be honest, money has started rotating a little bit. Like the early people, some of you guys remember we were talking about IWM back when it was 168, 170, and we ended up making a whole bunch of money on TNA right here. So money is rotating, and that's what's happening. Money's rotating, so it's not happening right. They're not at all-time highs yet, but it will happen. The front runners in the market aren't going to be the small caps and mid caps. Money rotates from big caps to mid caps to small caps, and that's why I like talking about crypto right now, because I think that's where a lot of money's about to head. Isn't that a megaphone? What? This? I don't see a megaphone. SoFi reports earnings on Monday. SoFi reports earnings on Monday. I mean, should be interesting. Should be interesting. I made money on SoFi when it went to $10. I haven't been messing with it. So are we in the beginning or already in a bull market? Man, what? We've been in a bull market since last year, January. Have you guys seen that chart where it's like early, or the early birds, early investors, majority, late laggards? We're like in the early majority, almost at the peak. Let me show you. Let me show you the Wall Street cheat sheet. You know, back when dang, what a good version of it. You know, back when we're right here, or back when we were talking about it, it was like right here, disbelief, because we had a lot of people coming in here saying this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Market's going to zero. We're in a recession, and he thinks the market's going up. Have you seen the dollar? Have you seen oil? Have you seen yada yada yada? Mike Wilson, yada yada yada. We were right here back last year in January. Now I would say, to be honest, we're like at optimism, like belief in optimism. Okay. We haven't ran into nobody talking about thrill. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy. You will know when that happens. You will know. All right. You'll know. You'll know. So we haven't got that huge spike yet, is what I'm saying. Okay, which we will get. We will get. We haven't got that huge spike yet to where, like I said, we haven't gotten the thrill and euphoria. To be honest, I think February. Look, I think February gonna be bullish. All right. Anyways, move on. CVX. So you like IWM. I love IWM, but I like TNA a bit more. I like TNA a bit more. And TNA is just the 3X version of IWM. But CVX, yeah, there's nothing going on with CVX. Now, if CVX gets to 159, 160, this is where I'd absolutely love it, okay? And to be honest, I wish I would have saw CVX back when it did have this dip right here, because it gave you this monster bull divergence right here. Look, guys, we're trying to find some stocks. We're trying to find some stocks that are gonna go crazy. You guys are posting stocks that are going crazy, that I wish we would have saw right here. You know, I wish someone would have said CVX when it was right here, and we could have been like, yo, we getting in the calls. Great swing. But now that it's kind of gone, you know, went from 142 to 150, I would only mess with CVX if it does come down to right here, or if it does come up to right here. Okay, I would like it at 159. That's where I would love to read. Oil's done. I've been saying this for the longest time, and I was caught. Like, a lot of people came in here saying I don't know what I'm talking about. I kept saying oil has reached its peak. Oil will not reach a new all-time high. CVX will not go to all-time highs. And what do you know? It has not went to all-time highs. And the reason I said that is because the Qs bottomed out when the oil topped out. Anyways, move on. That's the point. This is the bull market where you go full invested even with margin. Look, do what you want. To be honest, you really don't even have to use margin if you're just getting into the right things. Like, I just showed you a stock that is really gonna go absolutely crazy. And you just need like $1,000. You can turn $1,000 into conservative 20K. Now, if you got tens of thousands, you might be looking at 200. You know what I'm saying? I want to look at Boeing. Boeing is doing exactly what we talked about on the last Sunday live stream, and this is one that I really like this one, Because Boeing is doing what CBX was doing. Boeing is doing what CBX is doing, but it hasn't taken off yet. All right, look, I told you guys it was gonna end up coming like it always does. This stocks always do this, man. They get the people that want to get the dip right here, and then they fake you out and take you back down just to make the real move. BA is about to make the real move, in my opinion, and BA is actually one that I'm gonna put on my watch list. This is probably one of my favorite watches coming in the next week. It has earnings though on Wednesday and FOMC on Wednesday, so dang. So, dang. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Look good. Somebody said, so what expiration on CLSK? Look, if you want to get the exact expiration, you got to be inside the Discord. And that's a long-term hold. That's a long-term pick. So it's just $100 a year. Yes, a bargain. You can front run everyone and their mama with the best long-term equity holds and option leap. CLSK we put out as an option leap. And you can get the exact contract and the updates on it and what we're looking at for it. But you got to pay $99 a year. Okay, I'm giving too much free game on it. But yeah, BA looks really good, like I said. It has earnings. FOMC though. Should you take the risk? I don't know. Will I? I don't know. But it does look good. Huge bull divergence. Disney looks good. We've been making money on Disney. Oh, if you're in the group, just go to long-term holds. Just click on the long-term hold button right here, buddy. Long-term holds. Click it, and then you can see it in there. You just gotta scroll up. But Disney. We've been making money on Disney. It has an earnings forever. Earnings season is upon us. Okay, this is where it gets tricky to call out a lot of swing trades or stuff like that because a lot of these stocks are gonna have earnings. But Disney's one that we have a price target up to 105 on. We've gotten in down here. We've been buying it and going crazy. So, I like Disney. I mean, guys, it's so worth the 99. Yeah, 99. We're gonna have to change that. It's cheap, but if you're getting it right now, you're gonna keep the $100 a year. But it's most likely gonna go up. I just haven't gotten around to it. But anyways, let's move on. I love Mara, Riot. Yeah, you guys are on the right track. You want to be looking at Mara. You want to be looking at Riot because those are the ones that look very good. Look very good. CMCI. Let's look at CMCI. Super microcomputer. Look, if you didn't get in, look, if you didn't get in, where do you go to sign up? The link is in the bio. But look, if you didn't get in, into this, leave it alone. You missed it. But guess what? There's other things you can mess with, and if this does end up coming down for earnings, and you end up seeing it below earnings levels, or if it does dip or whatever it may be, or it gets a nice pullback, then yeah, you can reevaluate it. But we've been talking about CMCI since it was in this channel. We told you to buy it right here. This is the second best time to buy it. Now, did I know it was going to have a $100 day? No, because I would have got in. Somebody just asked about it. I gave my opinion. It ended up being the right opinion. And I'm telling you now that you missed out on it. Now it's just going to consolidate the people that want to get in. Now, of course, you may be able to catch a little chop on it or whatever it may be. But right now it's going through a consolidation period to where it's like, okay, you want to either be patient enough to wait for it to come down to a good buy level, or you can just continue to scalp it for, it makes good moves on a daily basis. But am I going to mess with it? No. And do I think you should mess with it? Hey, do what you want. But I'm telling you right now, you missed it. There's other stocks out there that are going to do this, not the same thing, but it's going to be crazy. VRT, yeah, this one's gone, man. I'm not looking at that. What we think about China? China looks very good. man, we trying to find stocks that nobody, like, y'all want to look at Netflix. Netflix is gone. Netflix was actually one that, hold on, before we move on, make sure you guys are following the Twitter. The link is in the bio for the Twitter. You want to follow the Twitter. I will be posting a lot of charts on the Twitter, you know, the best ones that we looked at. But the reason you want to make sure you're on the Twitter is because we put Netflix on there. We told you it was going to get above 500. What about PDD? There's no way. I would only look to get something like, this is where we talk about PDD. When it was one right here at $95, I told you it was gonna get to this level at 117. It went to 117, blasted off. Now that it's up here consolidating, look, there's nothing that I see for this that's like, yo, that's fire. It's just consolidating. It's been consolidating since for 2 months. For 2 months, and we actually put out a man. This is why you have to tune in, man, because we came on here. You could scroll through the TikTok right now. You can go to the TikTok profile and see when we talked about PDD, and it was down here, and I was telling you it's going to get to the top. Alright? Just telling you it's going to get to the top. Why isn't anyone talking about... I saw actually someone put snow in OKTA, which, personally, I think these are the ones... Why is nobody talking about stuff like this? Y'all want to look at the stuff that's gone crazy. Snow looks very good. Looks like it's ready to break out. But where are the ones that's like, yo, like that's some heat, bro? Yo, we got it. Get in that one. Where are those at? I don't want to look at the stocks that's like, yo, like we missed it. We missed it. Why would I get in? Coinbase looks absolutely amazing. Coinbase is one of them, and Coinbase fits what we talked about with the crypto and the Bitcoin mining stock. So I don't want to spend too much time on this one, but it fits the narrative. It looks good to me. Now, the only thing you got to make sure and be wary of is that it does stay above and weekly closes always above 118, because that's the weekly 21 EMA, which it's been doing for a very long time. It's just been sitting here. And now you got the retest right here. Looks good to me. But where are those stocks at, man? Coin Leaps. You tell us. I wish I could. I just told you. Look, I can't find every single stock. Like, that's why we got 200 people in here. You tell me out of 200 people, we don't have somebody that got some fire? PayPal? I do like PayPal. PayPal is overcrowded, though, in my opinion. I think there's a lot of people looking at PayPal. But it is sitting in this nice channel. I think it could be potentially good. And to be honest, it's now giving you that retest of $58 after it broke out from there. So PayPal is definitely one that I like. You know, we've been spot on it. We told you to buy it right here. Went on, it blasted off. Now let me delete all this and see what we could possibly find. And I like this if it can hold above $62 just straight off the bat. Just straight off the bat. If it can start daily closing above $62, the reason I say that is because you got so many rejections there and some consolidation. Once it starts doing that, it'll give you a nice move. But PayPal nice, but you know, what's SE doing? Yo, SE. And we're already in SE in the Discord, but SE looks amazing. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I've been riding that Bank of America Trump Park, and that is fire. Yeah, I think Park owns Bank of America. I think he gets to decide what it does. Bro, be more stupid on that. How long you been live? For like 50 minutes. But if we look at SC is sitting back in that rejection zone where it's been rejecting since November. And even, like, you can scroll all the way back. Like, this thing has been sitting at this rejection level since August, where you had it blast out to $44. You had it blast out to $48. You had it blast out to $46 again. And then it's just been rejecting. And now you have it sitting there again. SC, to me, looks like one of the ones that you got to be paying attention to at this level. Okay? This is probably one of my favorite ones right now. It's even sitting in this big old W. It even has some China. It even has some China confluence on it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Daily looks amazing on it. Last time it came here, rejected, and that's actually where we had that big market reject. It was getting ready to go to $48. We zoom out, look at the monthly. Bro. Yes. 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 This is what I'm talking about. Yes. And we're already in this one, but I like it still. Look at this. Yes, man. Yes. Yes. This is what I'm talking about. Shooting star on the monthly. Hold on. Yes. Nah, this looks fire. This looks fire. Like, look at that bull divergence on a monthly time frame. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. And it doesn't really have that many eyes on it. Like, SE is one that not a lot of people really pay attention to. Tightening up here, like, bro. And it has great risk to reward. Man, come on, man. Let's do a small little measure move. This is just a little sample. Man, this is going back to 81. Just conservative. That's conservative, man. And the thing about it is, oh my, yeah, this one look good. Yes. This look good. The only thing you gotta make sure is that it does, start closing above the rejection points, and small caps actually do start taking off, etc. But it has a lot of confluence with the China, and I know this is an Indonesian stock, but I've seen it run a lot with China. Yeah, I like it. He said oil is gonna rip this week. DNA. What? DNA. Not looking at DNA, bro. Anything biotech this year. This is the year. Let's look at CRISPR. Somebody said look at CRISPR. Look at CRISPR real quick. I do like CRISPR. The only thing that I gotta make sure it does is close above $67. If you look at it right now, though, this is where it gets all those bounces. Like, it comes down to 59, bounces back up. Like, this has been consolidating since December 13th. Like, this thing sucks. But when it gets above $67, this thing will take off. It will take off, okay? But with all this consolidation, this is something I'd be careful on. And if you got equity, this is more like an equity play. The entire stock market is overvalued by 90%. What can we do with that information, man? Like, for real. What can we do with that information, man? I'm really trying to figure it out. Make sure you guys are inside the Discord. The link is in the bio. It's free. It's free. It's free. You go to the link in the bio. You join the Discord. It's free. Alright, why are you spamming NPC, man? You acting like an NPC. Man, this thing been consolidating. If it was me, I would anticipate that this does not break out. If it was me, I would anticipate that this does not break out. This thing been consolidating since September. I don't like it. It doesn't even move that well. Let's look at AI. Link is in the bio for the free Discord. But we look at AI. This is something I told you guys is going to end up being a bearish H. Sticking to it. I wouldn't mess with it until it can trade above $29 and definitely $32. Nothing's changed for this one. It doesn't even move good. Look at this. Trash. Trash. Doesn't move good. No good. No bueno. Let's look at you. Yeah, we speed running through some of this stuff because, man, we're not really getting that too much good stuff right now. I kind of like it. W potential, easy stop loss, could potentially be good. It could potentially be all right. Like it's even in the buying area to where you just gotta stop out below maybe $33. I like this one for maybe like a short-term day trade, whatever it may be, but it's even holding above this level that you see right here, which was the previous point where it broke out and went crazy. The only thing that's gonna like, okay, and I actually want to look at like the past times we had FOMC and these CPI data is where the small caps and mid caps actually broke up. They broke up, they went crazy. So what I want to focus on, what you guys should be focusing on, is to make sure that what happens on FOMC for these small caps that we're looking at, like we looked at Unity, we looked at, whatever small cap we looked at, we got to make sure that small caps actually do end up going crazy. Because right now, if FOMC does push it up, but, like I said, you got to make sure IWM goes crazy and FOMC ends up being bullish. If not, none of those stuff's going to play out. Alright, make sure you guys are inside the Discord. Small caps are dead money, if you say so. Tesla, CMCI, we already looked at that. Yeah, there's not. Net is crowd, brother. We'll go to all-time high soon. Let's look at net. Oh yeah, net looks really good. This is the prediction that we had on net not too long ago. Yes, I love net. I love me some net, and net is actually pulling back, giving a decent entry as well, just like OKTA, etc. Now, me personally, I like OKTA a bit more, but cybersecurities look ready to go, and net Cloudflare is in cybersecurity, I'm pretty sure, and this is what we have for it. So I know that this one's gonna go crazy. I was actually looking at a lot of contracts for it, and it's expensive, bro. It's expensive, but once it breaks out from this left shoulder that you have right here, this one looks very, very good. That's why you're getting this rejection point, because this is a huge level for it to where if it does break out, going absolutely stupid. Okay? I mean, we can zoom out. Look at this. Crazy. So, I like it. Let's look at ZS. Okay, you guys want to look at some cybersecurity. What the heck? Yeah, like, what? Going crazy. No way I'd be bearish on cyber. OKTA is probably my favorite, but all of them are good. What are your methods for trading? Everything is linked in the bio, okay? You come over here, you go to the WAM Public School. I literally teach you in here Introduction to Trading Strategies, books, everything you need to know in the WAM Public School. You can join that for free. Later, boys, post this vid to YouTube. No. Look at Warren Buffett, new. Alright, let's look at it. Dang. Yeah, new going stupid. New going stupid. Not that I mess with them. EMPH. I really, really like the potential of energy. It has earnings. I would only really start messing with energy is, like I said, is if small caps start going crazy, etc. Other than that, you gotta wait for this to get above 115. Okay, you have to. You have to, because if you look at what's been happening to EMPH, this thing's actually been free falling. Like since the market topped out or bottomed out, EMPH has been forming new lows for quite some time now. So I'd be wary of that. And I need it to close above 117 and start getting his legs underneath it. And you gotta see what the small caps do, but I like it. I like it. My favorite is BA for sure, though. Whoever said BA, that's the favorite one. We already looked at it. Okay, so recap. Basically, small caps. Okay, crypto mining and crypto stocks are set out to me to go the absolute craziest. Okay, these are the ones that I think could be your potential big money makers with small investments. You want to make sure you're paying attention to BTBT, CLSKs, the Maras, the riots, etc. Because what you see happening right now, like this is exactly what happened, like last year, or not last year, but the last rally that it had this, it went crazy. Had this big red candle. Oh shoot, a big red candle. and then really got his feet under it the next 2 months. The next 2 months. So that's what I'll be paying attention to the most. And then obviously BA looks good. You know, Target, nobody said Target, but Target looks absolutely amazing. If you look at the monthly, it's now closing above the support. Like the support that you see right here, this looks crazy, it looks good. Support, reject, closing above. Alright, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. If you want more of stuff like this, you got to be inside the Discord. It's free. The link is in the bio. You can hop in there. You can join it. The Twitter is also available. And like I said, the long-term hold is literally $100 a year. Somebody said Target will go bankrupt. Not happening, bro. Not happening. Not happening at all. At all. Not happening. Not Target. Not yet. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. Let's make this money, man. I'm trying to tell you guys right now, this is where you can make a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. This is the time. This is now. It's happening in front of your eyes. In front of your eyes. The only way you're going to miss it is if you're patient. If you're not patient, that's it. If you're not patient, you're not buying the right contracts. You're trying to get rich. You're trying to get the 0 days. You're trying to get the weeklies. You're just messing with lottos. strictly only lottos. That's what you're messing with. Anyway, peace out. How did this program I choose?